ace queen, which is cool. We take the time. He should have erased me. But I just called because that board was just so wet. Anybody can have a flush, or this guy can have a straight. He can have higher set. So re-raising him would just be silly. But I was not folding my hand considering there was a check on a flop, and I'm thinking he was not really sure if his queen kicker was good enough. So I'm kind of glad that it worked out in my favor. You can see people are getting knocked out. They're realizing that this is not that exciting of a table. Not a lot of donkeys. What people usually do is, at least that's what I do, I look for donkeys, which is somebody with the high VPIP, somebody who likes to limp a lot and does not like to raise a lot, and with their flop, with their aggression factor is 0 or let's say, like, for example, in this guy, his aggression factor is 60. But if you click on his stats, sorry, can't really bring that up. His aggression factor is 3. So it's about the right number. If somebody's got an aggression factor of 1 or less, those guys are pretty passive. You want to play against them. You want to play back at them. See, all of a sudden you have a guy that just sat down and he put in 25 cents immediately without waiting. And he's from Denver. And he's probably Mexican. But honestly, I'm folding it because I'm out of position, even though it is my favorite hand. But I don't really want to raise because I do not know how this guy plays. And he put in 25 cents right away without even finding out how the table plays or what the guys are doing. He did not sit down with the full buy-in. And here's another guy just sit down and raising, and min raising. It's okay to min raise in the tournament, in the later stages of the tournament. But in the cash games, you want to raise 3.5x or 4x big blind, and play a little bit wider range in position versus out of position. For instance, I have no problem with folding ace 10 under the gun or early, or definitely in the small blind. But on the button, I'm pretty certain I will raise with it. Set of 9s again. 9s are hot. Hold on, let's see. How did this hand go? This guy made it $1. He just smooth called. 9 filled off. He checked. He bet 150. He smooth called. He checks again. He bets 150 into a $5 pot. He just calls. And 8, which is not a good card for him. He checks, which is a good check. I don't blame him for that check. The board was just way too drawy. Anybody with the 7, anybody with the queen, pocket jacks. He could have had pocket jacks. So that's why ace 10 in the middle position is really not. Well, I guess suited I would play it. If it was offsuit, I probably won't be playing it most of the time. King 5 is a fold. But there's absolutely nothing going on at the other table. And I do not recognize any players. Six, 8. There's a 2-gapper. 2-gappers can make it straight, can make it flush, can make it straight flush, but we got one problem. We are not in position, so we're just going to fold this hand. Again, if it was right here, if it was in cutoff, or even in hijack, I would have been raising with it. But since it's so hard to play out of position, it's pointless. Even though it would have flopped, okay, I was just gonna evaluate this. It would have flopped the flush draw, but somebody with the ace something, or even pocket 5s, could beat us. Deuces. Low pairs are tough to play online. You have to absolutely hit a set or even quads, because obviously whatever the flop is going to be, or whatever the board is going to be, it's going to be higher than your pair. Okay, I'm gonna just pause this video for a second. I'm having somebody ringing my doorbell.